Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
How are y'all today? Hi, you are watching Rise and Radke, and we have got, it looks like we are about to launch a space shuttle in this room because we have got
monitors
and screens and lights. We've got Instagram Live is in the house. Instagram, hello, good morning. Send up hearts if you are watching. Woo, woo. Send up some hearts if you are watching on Instagram Live. Also on Facebook, send up some hearts. Good morning. Sue Mead and Maya Riddle is here. So glad that you guys are with us. And of course, we have our Radke family. They are watching from the app. They are watching live this morning as they do every morning, Monday through Friday.
In a little exclusive
VIP section. And we're most glad that they're here because there are people. There are people like, remember on Grey's Anatomy, Meredith was Christina would say, "You're my person. You're my person." Well, there are people. They just are. And so we are going live with everybody, especially them today. So just want to say good morning to everybody. We got a lot to get to, but as you're hopping on, tell us where you're watching from. Okay. Good morning from Seattle. Deb says, missed you guys last week. We missed you too.
Texas
Vicky
is in the house. Olympia, Washington is in the house. Tennessee is in the house. Mexico. Oh, welcome back from Mexico.
Hey, good to see you back from Mexico.
Good to see Memphis, Tennessee, Orlando, Garland, Mississippi.
Mississippi is in there. Kansas and Venice, Florida. We are everywhere. We're everywhere. We're so glad that you're here. Alaska. We just talked about you, Alaska, last night.
Compton, Kentucky. We literally have people all across the United States in our Radke family. If you hear us say that, our Radke family is something that, again, we do in Melissa's app, where we do Rise and Radke every single weekday morning. Goodness, I should have counted before, but I know we're over 700. I think we're over 750 Rise and Radke episodes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I know we're over 700. I believe we're over 750. But
why are we doing this?
Okay. We have people all over the United States, but actually all over the world. I know we have Germany, Australia, the UK, Ireland. What is I just blanked? AEU. Is that how you say that?
Arab Emirates.
Yeah, Arab Emirates.
The United Arab Emirates. Y'all, that literally could be like, I don't know geography. United Arab Emirates. What is that? Is that like just south of England? I don't know. No, we're saying United Arab Emirates like it's maybe its own country, but I don't know that it is.
It could.
I didn't see them in the Olympics.
It could actually be it could just be like, the members lounge at the airport, United.
Exactly.
No, it's not. It's but anyway, we are so glad to see you guys again. Facebook, Instagram, and on the app. And we'd love to see you're all over the world.
So let me share with you a little bit what we're doing. This week, we have people ask us all the time, what in the world are you talking about the Radke family? The Radke family is a membership group that we have. We'll offer you a chance at the end of the week if you would like to be a part of it. It is literally a
Party.
It's I don't even really know how to describe it because the Radke membership family was really never supposed to be or to exist. Can we move that and let that go a little lower? You see there? Oh, that's a Facebook. That's on Facebook. That's a thing on. Okay. It is a group of people. Our little tagline is old friends you just haven't met yet. But it's a group of people from all over the world that literally just converge on this app of mine. And we get together every single morning at 9 a.m. or as I like to call 9-ish. And we just talk and we hang out. We discuss everything from how to do our hair to losing weight to men. What's that about? How to understand them. We talk about marriage and parenting and singleness and all of the things. And we're inviting you to be a part of it this week, live on Instagram, live on Facebook.
Oh, you know what we don't talk about?
You can't even say FUPAs because we actually talk about them too. We called a nurse practitioner once on the phone because we were all so confused as to what it was. So what do we not talk about?
We don't talk about anything divisive.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like something like sex. I'm like, we talk about that all the time, David.
No.
It just goes right over your head.
Nothing divisive. Our goal is to build the biggest table. Imagine coming over for dinner, the biggest table where we can all sit down and hang out and laugh and have a good time and enjoy our similarities instead of focus on our differences. So,
and then imagine at the end of that dinner, the plates stay there for 3 days because my kids won't do anything about them.
Yes.
But anyway, here's what we would like to ask you to do today. We would like to, especially you, Facebook, because you have the capability more than anyone else. We would like for you to share what it is you're watching. Here's what we have noticed. We have noticed I have 600,000 followers on Facebook, and the first 200,000 know what the Radke family is. Okay. And here's the deal. When you are active on Facebook, that's just what you see repeatedly, whatever you're active on. So 200,000 of y'all know what I'm doing in my life. You know what the Radke family is. But when you don't share it, other people don't see it. And so that's just how the algorithms work on Facebook and on Instagram. Instagram just doesn't really have the chance to share very much. They can tag, they can't share. And so we're asking you, Facebook, to share this week. All week long, we're going to ask you to share. And at the end of the week, we're going to have a special gift for the person who shared the most, if they shared continually all week long. How will we know that?
How will we know if they shared about us?
What will we give them? What will we give them? I know what we'll give them. So David and I go out of town this last week, and we were gone for the 4th of July, and I left my house key where any burglar could find it. And I left my house key for my family because they all wanted to come over and swim on the 4th of July. So they all came over and swam, and then they sat inside because it got hot, and they left my house great. Okay. But when I got home from vacation, there was something sitting on my kitchen table that had not been there. It had not been there when I was there only days earlier. So I knew someone in my family had brought it. Y'all, it was, I hesitate to say the most hideous bathing suit I've ever seen, because somebody on here might have that bathing suit. But it was horrible. I thought it was a blanket with fireworks on it. That's what I thought. When I went to go take it out of the bag, I thought, why did they leave me a blanket with fireworks? And also, if you're outside on the 4th of July watching fireworks, you don't need no blanket. But I thought, what in the world? Then I took it out of the bag. And when I took it out, the bag is this big. And when I took it out of the bag, it just kept on rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And it was the most hideous bathing suit I've ever seen. Well, I tracked down the owner of it, who had left it at my house as a joke. And if you share all this week, I will send you that bathing suit. It'll be yours. Okay. And I know you're going to want it. On Thursdays, every day on Rise and Radke, we do something fun. Like Mondays are just like kind of catch up over the weekend. Tuesdays, we do Hot Topic Tuesday. Wednesdays, we do We're Here For You Wednesday, where we answer your questions. And Thursdays, we do Thursday Things. And Thursday Things are things that we either love, and we just have to tell you about it. It's this thing I just tried it. I bought it on Amazon, or I just saw this at Ulta and I tried it and I love it. Or it's things we despise and we want to keep you from buying it. That swimsuit's going to be one of my Thursday things.
We don't do that on Thursday Things very often.
I'm showing 3 Thursday things this week. One I love, and the other 2, y'all, I ordered them from this bathing suit is one, and then one I ordered off the internet. And I'm gonna stop you before you do it. Okay? Because it's getting really popular and I've ordered it. Don't order anything for your chestage area. Okay? Until at least on Thursday. Okay. Tanya Irwin, that is not true. Tanya Irwin says, don't you love how Mel gets all prettied up for everyone else, but not for us? That is not true.
What they're talking about sometimes on Rise and Radke, Melissa might wake up a little bit later, and so she comes in a little bit more comfortable attire.
My nightgown, my pajamas. And Debbie Bertram just goes, just FYI for all of you watching, that bathing suit that she says she's going to send you is going to sit by her back door for 6 weeks. Y'all, it is. It is. I'm going to tell you, you got it. That I'm going to send it to you, but I'm not. I don't want to go to the post office.
We have amazing people that work with us. I don't want to say work for us. They work with us.
Uh-huh.
But they're in different locations. They're in New Jersey. They're in
the United Arab Emirates,
Nashville. They're outside. So there's no one here that can go, hand that to me, Melissa, and go and do that.
We are a team of 6, but 4 of them don't live here. So it's like we're a team of 2. So what do they do? How are they contributing to this? I ask you that. So somebody said, are those your Vicks Kleenex, Melissa? And let me tell you something. They are most certainly not. Because those Vicks Kleenex are amaze balls. And I went through them pretty quickly. But I noticed by the time you get kind of to the end of that box, they're losing some of their potency, is what I've noticed. Yeah, because you got that box open and then you got that one Kleenex that sits out there for like 4 months and nobody uses it. So these are not. If you would like to send me some Vicks Kleenex, or Vicks if you're watching, just FYI to Vicks. Vicks, if you're watching, I use your inhaler every single night. I think I'm addicted to it. Vicks Sinex, I use it all the time. I love it. I love it. Can you get addicted to that?
Yes.
My dad used the Vicks, that white wand. Do you remember that? The white stick, and it had the 2 little holes at the top, and he would just go.
And one time
he used that my whole life.
One time I told him, I said, that's addictive. And he goes, it's not addictive. I've used it for probably 20 years.
He did. I'm not addicted to this, David. I think I know I've used it for 20 years. But when I was a little girl, my dad used to hold me down and shove it up my nose. That's a true story. He would hold me down and shove that Vicks inhaler up my nose and then squeeze this side out and have to breathe it.
And that reminds me of We're Here For You Wednesdays. We're Here For You Wednesdays. You can send in your questions. They can be funny. They can be serious. They can be your father shoving something up your nose. And we're here to help talk you through it. We can't figure out our own life, but we're going to help you.
I don't need anybody to help me talk through that Vicks thing with my father. I've grown up to be quite wonderful. Tammy Dixon, I'm sorry you're having to watch this morning. Keep scrolling, girl. I just shared again. David, don't send me that ugly swimsuit. Somebody said I just shared. I don't want this. You're not going to want that swimsuit. You're going to regret sharing.
Okay. Whoever shares the least is going to get the swimsuit.
And has to wear it. And has to put it on.
And you got to post a picture.
Okay. Which apparently the swimsuit has a backstory, and I will tell it on Thursday. So
does it have a back? It has a backstory.
Oh, it has a back, and it is just strings. Like 3 here and 3 here and 3 up and 3 to the side and 3 to the side. It's like the biggest asterisk of strings you've ever seen.
Is it provocative?
This is now the moment where David and I quote Will Ferrell from Blades of Glory when he says, "Nobody knows what it means. It's provocative." That's just a quote we say around our house all the time. Anyway, can we remember a glass thermometer with mercury shoved up your butt? What?
That you had that happen? Well, I mean, I know. I guess a lot of us did at a very young age. Were you old enough to remember it? I feel like they used that a little bit too long, if you can remember.
Why did they used to take our temperature that way? And now they're like this with my kids. They're like this. They're like, hold still, Remy. They don't even touch her. I'm like, I could have told you she had fever without touching her. I mean, shove something up her butt and let's really talk about it. Okay, y'all, listen. We have to do a weekend check-in. It's going to be difficult because I got to read Facebook and the app while David reads Instagram. But this is our weekend check-in, and it's where we try to figure out who had the best weekend. So what did you guys do this past weekend so we can see who won? What do you get by having the best weekend? Nothing. You get to brag on yourself.
You get love.
And don't make anything up. Like Elton Joel. What's it? Billy Joel had a
Elton John.
Billy Joel had a concert this weekend, and Def Leppard showed up at it and sang "Pour Some Sugar on Me" while he played the piano, which seems like an odd combination. Don't say you were there if you weren't, okay? But on your mark, get set. Tell us about your weekend, okay?
Hey, we got a mother.
No, do that. I remember our eyeball glass thing. Nancy, what, Aunt Nancy?
I'm definitely the loser for the best weekend.
I'm definitely the loser. Cleared my mother's 93rd birthday to state siblings. I don't know what that
Got to
means.
see my mama and spent time playing games.
I had COVID. You lose. We were on vacation on 30A. We got a close winner.
Ooh.
And tell Melissa all about your fun on Friday night. And
Barbie,
I'm waiting.
Barbie, where were you at on 38?
COVID weekend also.
Ooh. Okay.
Amy Warren played some interesting games at her bachelorette party. Amy Warren's one of our family members. Amy, don't tell them. Okay.
School holiday in Western Australia. So sleeping in, that's pretty good.
We've got a contender with vacation at 30A. Your kids, yeah, you get to sleep in for the weekend because you're good. Okay.
I successfully convinced my husband I had a headache both nights.
I'm really shocked.
That's a pretty good. I mean, for you, not your husband.
A woman convinced her husband that she had a headache 2 nights in a row. We've just surpassed 30A. We've now surpassed 30A.
Binge watch cult documentaries.
Oh, that's a good weekend, people. That's a good. I don't know what's going on here.
What? Laura Beavers had to leave LeBlanc. Also, flight delayed 10 hours. Laura, you were at LeBlanc last week?
When we were there? Wait.
What? Were you in Cabo or Kingston?
Stop. Maybe it's the Laura that we talked about, airplane pants.
Oh, yeah.
That's our Laura. We just didn't put beavers with it. With swimming at the lake with the kids. No, that's not a winning weekend. So many people are saying COVID. Is COVID still a thing?
Yeah, it's actually kind of bumping.
Just kidding.
Bethany, I'm going to assume, she won up. She said that she's had a headache for 2 years instead of 2 nights.
What?
And your husband hasn't taken you to get that checked out? That's a little sus.
Terry Ostrander shared some awesome boudoir pics. I'm going to need. Are those on the app? I'm going to need to see those if those are on the Melissa Radke app. Okay.
Oh, someone, Facebook, sorry, the name went quick. Someone on Facebook, I like theirs. They got to play ball with their kiddos. I like that one.
No, that's not a good one. It was probably 117 outside. Shannon Franklin, I'm doing my best to forget Friday night. Oh, God, what happened? Doghouse and Sat for Friends, caught up on shows and reading. It was too hot to do anything. And then someone said, my doctor calls me in a no-sex prescription anytime I want. That sounds like you're having an affair with your doctor to me.
I thought doctors had
I'm here to diagnose your affairs.
I thought the doctor had to swear an oath of do no harm.
First, do no harm.
That's doing harm to the husband.
That's not doing harm to Alan.
If notes are
Alan's got options.
If the notes
Alan's a handsome man.
If the notes are just coming in willy-nilly, that you can,
Well, first of all, don't talk about sex and then say willy-nilly. Okay, it makes it very awkward for everybody. Watched a mama bird feed the baby that we rescued from. No, you did not. You're just making that up. You did not watch a mommy bird feed her, but no, I don't believe that.
Oh, we've got a.
You're making that up. It's too precious.
We've got an Instagram where they got a new washer and dryer and dining room table. Now that may not be exciting, but it's very useful. She says.
If you haven't been able to to wash, dry, or eat, I'm going to go with that's a pretty big weekend. Right. Let's see. I cooked and had the birth family of my son over for dinner. Wow.
Nice.
That's a biggie. That's a biggie for my girl here on the Radke app. Good morning from Panama City, Florida. Long time no see. Watched Thor on the biggest IMAX screen in the U.S. Then went back and watched it again on a normal screen. Now, you had me. You had me at watched Chris Hemsworth on the biggest screen in the U.S. Why would you go home and watch it again? Did you just want to see, I want to see what he looks like for losers. I want to see what he looks like for
I want
suckers.
to know how good I had it.
For people who refuse to pay IMAX prices. Let's see what they're looking at. Okay, I'm going to go made reservations for Gulf Shores. Limped around after my spine surgery. Bless her heart.
Hey, but if she's limping, that's good. I mean,
Somebody on Facebook just said they went to the Red Sox versus the New York Yankees game at Red Sox Stadium. That's a good weekend.
That's a good weekend.
Well, I mean, that seems very all-American, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, so do we have a winner? I'm going with washer dryer table. That's big. That's a big weekend. I'm going new washer, new dryer, new table.
The only reason why I'm going to lean, and maybe I'm kind of stretching the rules, our friend in Australia, that their kids are out of school and they're getting they're getting to sleep in.
No.
That's over an elongated period of time.
I'm not voting because when she wakes up, who's going to be in her house?
Oh, they're still there?
Kids lose. When you wake up, it doesn't matter how late you sleep in. When you wake up and they're staring at you like they want to cut you in your sleep, you lose.
Were you able to send them away anywhere? Like, are they going to like grandma, grandpa, house, or a camp or something? You could win. Just
don't send them to a camp. Remember that Meryl Streep movie? I think she was in Australia and a dingo ate her baby. So don't send them to a camp. Anyway, listen. That is our weekend winner. The woman who got a whole bunch of new stuff is our weekend winner. Let's share a little bit about what we did last week.
Where did we do last week?
Oh my God, David, we were on vacation.
We actually were on vacation last week.
Yeah.
We got to go to, this is actually our second year in a row. You may have seen this on Melissa's Facebook or on her Instagram. We got to go back for the second year in a row to LeBlanc Resort and Spa. Well, actually, it's a resort spa.
And it's adults only. A lot of people ask that question.
Yes. And, for the longest time, I was pretty young.
No. Don't bring this up because I feel embarrassed. I felt the same way.
I thought for the longest time, maybe I was just raised sheltered or whatever, I didn't want to go to an adults only because I thought, is somebody going to be going, hello? But it's not like that at all. It just means no kids.
Can we talk about that for a second? Okay, y'all, I've got to tell y'all something. Family, Radke family, y'all are going to love this, okay? You know how when you're young, when you're little, you hear about something and then you create it in your mind and it's probably always bigger than what it actually is, okay? I'll give you an example. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never seen it, but I saw the previews when I was young, and now I can never actually watch the movie because what I've created in my mind is so completely horrifying. And people have said to me, Melissa, watch the movie. It will be less than what's in your mind. Just watch it, and then it'll clear your brain. But I can't. It's just horrible. Like, to me, he must go into traffic and just cut people. It just must be terrible. So that's how it has been for me for most of my life about a place called Hedonism. I saw it one time advertised in a magazine. It's not a magazine I would suggest anyone see. My neighbor showed it to me in her backyard. She found it from her brother. But anyway, what is hedonism?
Now, hedonism, I think, I think that's what I thought all adult-only resorts were.
Right, but I want to know what specifically hedonism is, okay? And then you've got hedonism 3 and hedonism 7. Okay, so can somebody tell us what that is? Because in my mind, what I envision that it is horrible. Horrible. So I would like for somebody to tell us.
Our friend Lee Streeter says that there was a hedonism resort next to where they honeymooned in Jamaica.
Our friend Kim Blankenship says, I'm not sure you want to venture down this lane. Y'all, nobody is saying it because nobody wants to admit to having gone.
You're telling me
do people have sex in hammocks? That's what I want to know.
You're telling me out of thousands and thousands of people on Facebook and Instagram and Melissa's app, not one person.
Not one of y'all. You get them, David. Tell them again about it.
Come on now. Thousands and thousands, not one of you.
Not one of you has been to Hedonism 7. That's a lie.
I bet one of you has one of their little membership bonus cards where, you go so much you get like a free drink after.
Yeah, a free drink. That's what you get at Hedonism. They're like, do this, this, and this, and we're going to give you a free cocktail. Let me tell you something.
No, you get a free ointment and a and a shot. You
get a free ointment and a shot on your way out. That's very good, David.
Your 10th visit, you get free vaccines.
Oh my gosh, that's very good. And who is the woman on Facebook that keeps saying I'm mean to David?
Who said that? I like her.
I know you do. I don't even know what she's talking about. Okay?
You got to understand us. You
have to understand us. He likes it. He likes it. when I nag him all day long. Some people get into some things in their marriage, and David's very attracted to nagging. He is. And he likes it when I interrupt him. That turns him on. He likes it when I nag him, and he likes it when I scream from the other end of the house. Now, I can't help it. Those are the things that he likes. Leave me alone about it.
Some people like they go to hedonism like bondage. Not me.
No.
I like nagging.
No. And y'all, and members of our family right now, they're like, if you're saying Melissa is mean to David, then you just do not get their relationship. And it's the truth. I can't help it. It turns him on. Do y'all think I might have COVID? Because I am sneezing my head off and my nose is running this morning.
No, I think you have Texas allergies.
No, David. I think I need to take a rest.
Hey, thank you guys. If you're just stumbling across us on Instagram or Facebook, this week we are doing Rise and Radke, our morning show we do every single day in Melissa's app. We do it every morning at 9 a.m. Central Time in Melissa's app. I'll try to get it for before tomorrow. We've done at least 700 episodes. We may be closer to 750 now. But we're doing it live on Instagram and Facebook this week. So make sure to make plans to spend every day with us. Again, Melissa kind of talked about this before, but Tuesday we do hot topics. So we look for things that are funny or different.
And then we make them sexy.
And
then we do them sexy. We're like this. We're like, did you hear that the Prime Minister of Japan was assassinated? That's actually a terrible one. That's a terrible. Let's do this one. Did you hear that maybe some sequoia trees might be on fire? And we're like, how big are those trees? And how hot are they getting? And then we do them sexy, and that's what we call them hot topics.
That's not true. We like to break the news that's already been broken. That's what the tagline actually is. So if you've got one of those, if you've got something that you've ran across that's kind of funny or different, email Melissa at melissaradke.com. We'd love to share that tomorrow. Wednesdays, we do We're Here For You Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. We take questions, funny, serious, those kind of things. You can also email Melissa at melissaradke.com. We'll answer those questions for you. Thursday is Thursday Things, where we share things we're loving or people in our family are loving as well. And then Friday, what's Friday? Kind of pop
culture, what we're watching, what we're listening to, what we're reading. So Tim Eaton just said, everybody's like, you gotta read what Tim Eaton did this weekend. I didn't even know he was on here because things are going so fast. But Tim Eaton just said, why can't y'all do a 9 p.m.? I'm doing Tim's voice, which I imagine would be like this. Yo, what can't you do? I'm trying to do Stallone, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yo, Adrian.
I don't think Tim's from Tennessee.
I don't know what his voice sounds. Anyway, he said, why can't y'all ever do a 9 p.m.?
You know, we do it.
Take your head out of your honey, Tim. Sometimes we do Rest and Radke.
Sometimes we throw in a Rest and Radke. We did one last week from King Coon with our friends there. So maybe one day this week we'll do a Rest and Radke.
Well, Dina just said, why on Facebook just said, why is there one finger without pop? What do you think, Dina? Why do you think there is? I'll tell you why. So the other night we're doing the obligatory, which I hate them. We're doing the obligatory beach pics. Okay. It's the pics that when you go on vacation with your best friends, they say, hey, on the last night, let's all get dressed up and then go stand outside and take pictures on the beach and all around the hotel. And I hate that because I sweat like I stole something when it's 110 degrees outside. Right. And my girlfriends are like this when they sweat. I swear to you, I promise you, they're like this. When I sweat, David Radke is like that. This is what he did to me when we were eating breakfast.
One time.
We were eating breakfast outside, and my girlfriends were sweating. They're like this. I'm hot. Okay, I was like, oh my God, I'm about to pass out. David leaned over with his napkin for breakfast and went just like this. And wiped my sweat mustache. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what, I'm not a fan of that. So Karen Barnett, who loves David so much, how'd you feel?
So you'd rather your Magnum PI stash turn into a handlebar? I was getting rid of it before it kept expanding.
Let me tell you what's not going to be expanding. You're talking ugly. Anyway, so we had to go do the obligatory beach pics. So in all of the beach pics, my girlfriends with their long hair and their beautiful waves are like, but my hair is crunchy. It's like what you get at the bottom of your Popeyes box. Okay. It's just some crunchies. It's sticky, crunchy. You could just break it right in half.
Ooh, like Captain D's or Long John Silver's.
Yes, it's crunchies like at the Long John.
Put you a little malt vinegar on that.
What were we talking about?
Your hair, pictures, hot pictures, sweat on the beach.
Completely forgotten. But so anyway, so we go downstairs and they say, my girlfriend say, we don't have to take the elevator down 3 floors, Melissa. We don't have to. There's stairs outside. There's stairs outside. Come on, there's stairs outside. And I thought right then, give me new friends, God. Give me new friends. So I did. I took the stairs outside, but I have a bad knee. Just everybody shut up about it, okay? I have a bad knee. So David is always really, really sweet. He always puts his arm out and I can hold on to his arm like this, okay? And that's how he walks me down the stairs. He's a gentleman like that. He never leaves me behind. Okay. But sometimes people are walking fast. And David doesn't want to miss out on what the joke is. So he likes to walk fast too. And his stride, I'd say, is 3 times longer than mine. So I have to walk step by step, but David can take 2 at a time. And just for whatever reason, he decided just to go ahead and take 2 or 3 at a time.
And take you along for
and
the
y'all,
ride.
He took me along for the ride. And all I could do was just try to hold on to the wall. I was sliding. And when I did, it took a fingernail off. And I'm going to tell you what, he heard about it.
Everyone heard about it.
He heard about it.
Everyone.
I was furious. He is a gentleman, but they were telling a joke. And he was like, what y'all say? And y'all literally went like this. And held on to the wall. So I lost a finger. But who cares? Because my eyelash.
You didn't lose a finger. I lost a finger.
But this is so much easier now. But my eyelashes are on point. So I had eyelash extensions done the week before we went on vacation. And Lacey, one of the members of our Radke family, she's like, I don't know what eyelash extensions are. I've never heard of eyelash extensions. Now, I want you to get back in church and read the Bible because eyelash extensions have been around for a while. Okay? Bev Young, do you know what eyelash extensions are? Lizzie Johnson, do you know what eyelash extensions are? So they go in and they put them on to my eyes. Well, the girl that did them, I have a video. I need to put it up because people are asking me like crazy. Who did them? Who did them? She did a fantastic job, but they were a little thick for me. But they shed, they shed as you go. Like it's been 2 weeks now. And I have a touch-up appointment on Thursday, but I really like, see them? I really like the thickness of them right now. I don't know that I want them much thicker than this. They just need to be touched up. They were huge 4 years ago. My assistant was always late for lunch because, okay, you know what, Timothy? They've been huge for a long time, okay? Not just 4 years ago. People are still doing them.
Maybe he was talking about yours were huge 4 years ago. And are we still talking about eyelashes?
They were huge 4 years ago.
Are we still talking about eyelashes?
Yeah, Tim, what are you talking about? So that's how I lost the nail. But we had a great, great time at the beach, y'all. Thank you guys on the Radke family for letting us be gone a week. We're here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. every morning of the year. And sometimes we take off Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff, but sometimes they'll say, just go on vacation already. Like even we want a vacation from y'all. So just go already.
Yeah. Like last year we went and every morning we set up and did a live.
But we didn't this time.
They were like, no, don't do that.
Except that we did one evening, we did do a live on the app because we were with our best friends, and the people in the Radke family membership know so much about our lives that they actually know our friends too. And so they want to see our friends. They're like, well, y'all do a live with your friends because we want to say hi to them. And so we did. We had a great time. LeBlanc is a really, really special place. It's in paradise. It's absolutely beautiful. And you're just treated so well. Nothing is missed over. It's like Disney for kids. Nothing is forgotten. The temperature of the hotel, the smell when you walk in, nothing is looked over. You're so taken care of. And there aren't any sex swings or anything like that. David asked, yes, the concierge. This is not hedonism. This is just adults only. Otherwise, you go with your kids and you end up, or you go up to a place. I think the worst thing is to go to a place with kids and you don't have yours. And then you just end up missing yours the whole time. So we
or
really
hating other people's.
Or hating other people's kids. I'm like, I like mine fine, but yours kind of get on my nerves. So anyway,
it was a great time. If you haven't seen Melissa's video on Facebook or Instagram about the trip, make sure you go check that out. Bethany, her name's cut off. I think it was Bethany. Said, "Hey, are you still doing your TV show? Did I miss out?" We do our television show every morning, 9 a.m. Central Time, right here.
And trust me, it's actually better than the show that was on TV. Yeah. I hope you're watching, network.
No, we just did one episode of that, but keep your eye out. You never know when this one's gonna and really
pop up.
Yeah, really, I'm much happier about that.
Yeah, he didn't like it at all, but I did because I got things to say. But I get to say them every morning here, and so we're really proud of what we do in the mornings with our friends here. But so you can join that.
And we'll tell you more about that as the week goes on about the Radke family. Rise and Radke, how you can be a part of Melissa's app and all that kind of good stuff if you want more of this.
Sonny on Facebook just asked, what did you do with the kids this week if you guys were out of town? Our kids, my son Rocco stayed with, also David's son. Our son Rocco stayed with Poppy and Noni, my parents, for the first half of the week. And then Poppy took him up to church to get on the van. And then he went to youth camp for the last half. So it was great timing because the two couples that we went with, their kids did the exact same thing. Stayed with their parents and then went up to church and got on the van. And so we called it adult camp while the kids are away. You know, the parents will play. And so, but then Remy, you guys in the family, listen to this. So Remy goes to Camp Olympia every year. She has gone since she was 7 years old. It's a sleepaway camp in Trinity, Texas, voted one of the top 4 camps in the nation. It's absolutely amazing. And we could never afford it. That's a gift from her Poppy every year. She's gone since she's 7. She's 16 and it's her last year to go to camp. And because they age out after 16 years old. And what they do with them is they take them for 3 weeks. The first week that they're at camp, she becomes CPR certified, lifeguard certified, or water certified, whatever you call that. And this is what she's doing this first week. They are literally teaching them this last year of their camp. They're teaching them how to be leaders.
It's their certified leadership program.
It's a certified leadership program. So instead of just fun camp, we're going to play softball and a game of dodgeball. It's leadership camp this last time. And so this first week, that's what Remy's been doing. She'll come home, CPR certified, be able to be a lifeguard if she wanted to. In fact, we got to talk to her one time that first week, and she said, today I swam 12 laps, and I think I'm dying.
Not laps, 12 times around the pool. Yeah.
But then yesterday, they put them on charter bus, and they drove all the way to Colorado, where they will hike all week long and
set up camp, rock climb,
learn how to rock climb, set up
rope
camp
courses, all kind of.
The next to the last day, they release them in the woods with a compass and a map in teams, and they have to find their way back to base camp by learning how to survive and get back, right? And then they celebrate the last day with whitewater rafting, and then she comes back. But they told them, if you snuck your phone into camp, today is the last day to give it up. If you don't give it up and we find it, you'll spend the day at base camp or something. I don't know what they told them, and you won't be able to do the hike. So Remy turned her phone in. So we have a text from Remy, and it says, this is what it says. Hi, I'm scared. I don't want to miss out. Gonna turn myself in. Goodbye. And then she must have turned her phone in. Good girl. I like the fact that Remy, as much as I hate that I will not be able to talk to my baby for 3 weeks, I love the fact that these phones are going away and that for 3 weeks, her mind is on nothing but her friends and the outdoors and activity. Isn't that wonderful? And I'm just really excited about that for her. So at night, she's not falling asleep to the Vampire Diaries, for gosh sakes.
Unless they're real vampires.
Instead, she's fallen asleep to the hormones of a 16-year-old boy in the next tent. Better not be. But anyway.
They are well supervised.
They're very well supervised. It's going to be a great week for her. So that's why we went ahead and went to Mexico for our vacation now. But I'm going to tell y'all, at some point this week, I can feel it coming. It's going to be a bad day. I can feel it in my heart. I haven't talked to her now in over a week. Her and I are tight. We are thick as thieves. And I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her. And I can feel that one of these days, I don't know when, it might be this week, it might be next, but it's going to hit me. I'm going to miss my baby. So anyway, that's where she's at. So glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much for sharing today. We're going to drive you nuts to share this every single day. And thank you, family, for letting us have the week off. Thank you for always encouraging us to relax, always encouraging us to take us time because we come back refreshed. And thank you also, Radke family members, because while we were away, you never stopped, ever, never, ever stopped being active on the app, sharing pictures and talking about what you're doing and sharing pictures of your family and what you did on the 4th of July. And Jana, I saw your picture where you have now, you ordered these from off of Amazon and then took a picture of yourself. Take the picture down. Don't put that on the app. Nobody is allowed to buy what I bought if you're younger, cuter, and smaller than me. And I don't think that that's a rule that maybe I've gone over enough. But if I purchase something for my body and I tell you about it and you purchase it, and you know, looking in the mirror, it looks better on you than it does on me, you're not posting that. That's a takedown, Amy Key. I shouldn't have to tell you that. So anyway, take that down, please. She looked amazing. But anyway, y'all stayed so active. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sharing Facebook today. Thank you, Instagram. We'll be right back here tomorrow to do the same thing. We're going to be here all week, so make sure that you join us tomorrow. Like we said, is Hot Topic Tuesdays, where we take the topics that are going on in the world around us, except we don't talk about Republicans or Democrats or our sweet president, that because we want to honor our leadership, whether we agree with them or not. And we don't really talk about COVID, and we don't talk about taxes. Anything else? I think everything else is, we just say, we have a motto, like no douchebags allowed. No turds allowed.
Why? Because we're all in this together. I don't know any more of the words that I'm saying.
Do it again.
We're all in this together, but I don't know any more of the words to this song.
And that's what happens when people who watch High School Musical as kids grow up. This is how they sing it.
If you have a hot topic for us, we love to share it. Email Melissa at Melissa Radke. Again, we won't share anything that's divisive or those kind of things. The famous phrase goes, if it bleeds, it leads.
We love murder.
We love murder. We love laughing at other people's experience. But also just unique, fun stories. So share those with us. Again, make sure you're with us every day this week, 9 a.m. Central Time, live on Facebook and Instagram. As always, in Melissa's app for our Radke family members. We'll tell you more about the Radke family and Rise and Radke, and you'll learn quickly that Melissa's just kind of the cherry on the top. It's the people in the Radke family that are the amazing ones.
I'm the what, David?
You're the cherry on the top.
You know it. Hey, somebody just said, what's this about FUPAs? We had a conversation about FUPAs one time, which we figured out what they are because I literally took my phone and dialed a nurse practitioner. Talked to her on the phone. So we figured out what they are. And remind me to tell y'all my bathing suit story about when I went to Mexico and I wouldn't put it on. I'll tell y'all about that later because we've gone too long today. But yes, I'll get him for you, Sarah. She said, can we just see him really quickly, please?
Shippy?
Yeah. He's back there on his bed. David's going to go get him. Y'all look at him. He's beautiful. If you're watching this on Facebook and you live anywhere near me, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not an ad, not a partner, but that Country Cabins kennel, that is the best kennel in this part or this neck of the woods. He is so happy there. But y'all, look at my baby. You can't hardly see him because he's just like a night. Even his eyes are. Look at him, how beautiful. He is so sweet. But he's got a little constipation and I don't know how to help him. I know, we should probably call the vet, but I just wondered if there was like any kind of home remedy or something. I heard baby food pumpkin was good. Pumpkin baby food.
You get constipated when you travel?
I do. Maybe you've got travel constipation like your mama. Okay. Look at him. Oh my gosh, y'all. This dog, he has had me, Wendy. He has gotten huge. He is my pride and joy. The day that Rocco left for church camp, we woke up that morning and went to breakfast. We were in Mexico, and my girlfriend said, "Did you talk to Rocco this morning and see that he got off to church camp okay?" And I said, "No, I forgot to, but I called the kennel and asked them if they would send me pictures of Shep." And they did. And pumpkin, just a can of regular pumpkin, a tablespoon or two with each meal. Thank you, Tammy. I'll go do it right now because Tim's having trouble.
Someone also said the old mercury thermometer up the backside could help.
As we all know. Love you guys. Are there any doggy massage people out there? I'm not gonna massage his digestive tract. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow, whether you want this or not.
That's right.
Share it, y'all. Share it.